Mike, can you come up here and set up? Let's make it quick. Next, we are going to, again, kind of talk about something that is pretty close to my heart because we're not the largest browser. This might shock you, but it's true. A new approach for cross-browser testing, a community approach. I believe I saw a community-first approach, and by Mike Kozicki.
Thank you. All right. Which one is those? That's not it. Where is? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it's gonna be. That's embarrassing. All right. So, I'm here to talk about Telescope. It's a new cross-browser test agent with a community-first approach. To get started, actually, thanks for Mozilla team. It's been great. I will try to be quick so we can get to trivia. But I am Mike Kozicki. I'm an engineering manager at Cloudflare. I lead the observatory team, and so I get to work with Sergey and several of the other Cloudflare folks that are here. 10-minute marketing spiel. Observatory is a performance and observability tool that brings RUM and synthetic data together. We are looking to provide more than just data, actionable recommendations, and close the loop between identifying issues, remediating, and measuring the impact of those remediations. All right, so back to the slides. Back in the glory days of Internet Explorer, web devs had limited developer tooling. Firefox had great tooling, but not as many users. Windows had all of the users, pushed IE, but had pretty poor developer tooling when it came to it. Mostly it was document write and a stopwatch is what I vaguely recall from my early days. Quite literally. So in order to address this, in 2008, Pat Meenan released web page tests to the world, and so why is that important? Well, let me actually go and just give a quick bit of history for then and now. In 2009, which was the earliest stats I could get from StatCounter, you can see that the desktop was slightly dominant over mobile. That does actually, I think, say that does actually say 0.67, so it did have a presence, but it just wasn't really felt that much. Internet Explorer was the dominant browser, and but it didn't have the tooling. So once we had web page test, we could start to develop more on it, but let's fast forward to 2025. Desktop is no longer even the most dominant platform. Mobile is dominant. Chrome is number one in both. There's a far bigger spread between the multiple browsers and with the introduction of the iPhone and whatnot. But that makes cross-browser, cross-platform testing incredibly important, which actually does bring us back to web page test. Years of development, it is a de facto standard. Books, blogs, how-tos were written about it. But in 2019, it was acquired. By 2023, open source contributions had pretty much slowed to a crawl. And just last week, webpagetest.org got a new UI that is closed source, and I don't believe that there's been any community or public feedback pre-push. So that is kind of the problem. So with web page test support dwindling, the community ourselves that were using the internet and looking to be faster for everyone, we need an alternative. And so Cloudflare is introducing Telescope. It's our fully supported, community-driven, cross-browser test agent. Came from the mind of Tim Kadlik and Sergey. I'm actually not going to try to pronounce your name because I've done it too many times, and I just know I'm going to be up here and be like, yeah. But yeah, Telescope version 1 is now available. It is stable, and configurable, fully functioning. It is built on Playwright. Full options can be found on our GitHub. There will be a QR code here coming up on a couple of slides that you can get to it really easily. But just to emphasize a couple of things, it is stable. You can target it. We're not going to change the API to anything that's going to make breaking changes. Same thing with any of the configuration, so you'll be able to script it out as you need. All right, let's see if I can do this. This is the QR code I was referencing earlier. I have obviously already run this to make sure that it worked, so I'll just go ahead and do it again. It's a relatively fast process. Bring up a browser window. Mozilla.org loads very quickly. And then we'll go over to results. As generally expected, we have a handful of things. Film strip, video, the configuration. Last screenshot is down here, but also, of course, the tar file and the resources. This, I'm going to do something relatively dangerous for myself because I'm not used to the Mac. And then I'm going to go over and we can see a new UI that was generated from the results. It's relatively straightforward, has some screenshots and the film strip, and then coming back to the test, nothing much more there to go over. And then coming back to our slides. Once again, QR code. QR code again, because I would like you to go and check it out. It's on GitHub. It's open sourced. And top level options. And these are the things that we have in mind. This is going to be community driven. So if you have better ideas, different ideas, please submit issues. Please talk to us. Please do the things that you usually do with an open source project. We are happy to bring you in and work on your ideas, work with you on your ideas, whatnot. And so that's pretty much what you can do. Number one, of course, being please use it. It will be invaluable, I think, going forward to get real feedback from real users and real web practitioners to see what exactly is important, what we can kind of let slide, and then what we really do need to focus on. So thank you. Have a great trivia session.